Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Spirit of Sanada on the Mysterious JG. One thing that makes this game a little different from some of the others is that they're trying to be more realistic about people's ages. So the original Samurai Warriors and then Samurai Warriors 2, I never really played Samurai Warriors 3, but they kind of threw together people from basically the earliest scenarios in the game would be the beginning of the rise of Nobunaga Oda, and they took it all the way through Sekigahara, and they really only had one model for every character, and you had a tendency for people to be fighting, like, you know, Yukimura, who was still a little kid, is fighting against Nobunaga at, I'm blanking on the name, but it's the big battle that we actually saw in this LP, where the Takeda cavalry get whooped up on, but, yeah, it didn't really make sense, because they've got Yukimura, who was a big figure right at the end of the Sengoku Jidai, fighting Nobunaga, who died and had an entire generation of his descendants come up and not really be successful before the end. So this game is kind of like the Lion of Sagami is a good example. Ujiyatsu, I guess? I don't know which Hojo's which. I get them confused. Lady Hayakama, or whatever her name is, she gets a lot of import in the Samurai Warriors games just because they go out of their way to take female characters and make them important, just to make the game more appealing to female players and also to male players who want to, like, you know, have waifus, I guess. But but her father, the Lion of Sagami, was the guy who's, like, credited with really making the Hojo a powerful clan, but he's gone, and like he doesn't even appear in Samurai Warriors 2 because Samurai Warriors 2, like, almost everybody is involved in the attack on Odawara Castle, because the Hojo really were up against the entire rest of Japan at that point. So it's a big battle on a lot of people's musos, but other than Kotaru Fumo's, like Demon Clown Ninja, there's no playable character representing the Hojo side, because there's a bunch of Hojo officers who are all kind of the sons of Ujiyasu, but none of them are important enough to stand out as being the one. And even in Samurai Warriors 4, they're like, well, we'll make one of his daughters playable character, but we'll still make the sons all just generics. So that's something that's kind of popped in my mind, because, like, dialogue has told us, oh, the Hojo are at a low ebb because they've lost the Line of Sagami, but we didn't see much of him anyway. Now, there's probably not too much new plot dialogue, but there could be. So let's walk around and see. Yeah, there's actually new glowing green spots. And certainly there's going to be new farming stuff. We got a loquat, plum, a capsicum, citron. I'm just going to do generic seed this time, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get an S. Although maybe it's easier with a lower quality of seed. I think it is, actually, because I feel like I got a slightly better time than last time, but last time I only got an A because I was using Ultimo seeds. I'm not totally useless. Well, good for you. I said some foolish things the other day, but you know I'd never actually think of betraying the Takeda. I know that. You must simply concentrate on keeping the Sanada safe. I'll think about betraying the Takeda. That ninja. Where have I heard that ninja? It's almost as if the siege of Numata was a way to strengthen the Sanada, like Lord Katsuyori planned it that way. That benefits the Takeda too, you see. Yes. I will write in my chronicles about the Takeda invasion of Kozuke. The Takeda clan sided with Kagakatsu Uesugi during the Otate Rebellion and were in turn rewarded with control over the lands of eastern Kozuke. Excuse me. Over the land had previously been contested over by the Takeda, the Hojo. The Hojo. And the Uesugi, and in essence, the Uesugi simply revoked their claim, which meant that the Takeda still had to fight with the Hojo for it. Since Katsuyori Takeda had to prepare to face the Tokugawa Shiruga, he appointed Mazuyuki Sanada to oversee the invasion of eastern Kozuke. As a result of this success, the Sanada were able to proceed with a strong foundation for going forward. I cannot see that ninja anywhere. She has returned to to Jigasaki Manor. They cannot afford to lose any of their experienced fighters now. The former residents of the Takeda, to Jigasaki Manor, located in Kofuchu of the Yamanshi district in Kai, present-day Kofuchu, Kofu City in Yamanshi Prefecture. It was originally built by Shingen's father, Nobutora Takeda, and served as the base for 3 generations of the Takeda clan. Nobutora, Shingen, and Katsuyori. Although it featured some defensive installations such as a 3-layer moat and various barriers, it was primarily a political base, and in times of emergency the clan tended to take up position in Mount Yogai Castle, which featured better defenses. At present time, the Takeda Shrine, which pays homage to Shingen Takeda, lies upon its ruins. I see. And that ninja, they just have a definition of ninja. They're not actually talking about Kunoichi specifically. That's the Ninja Bros. Ninja Bros, Mexican, Cero Miro, bring it to the ring. Lord Matsuki, congratulations on your capture of Numata Castle. I heard you fought magnificently, as did Lord Ajura. Do you two know Mazuzuki? He is a hero to those of us in Ninja Fraternity. Guy's like, he's a total frat bro, dude. Guy's like, he did the Devil's Triangle on this one chick and then later lied to Congress about what it meant. He's a hero to those of us in the Ninja Fraternity. His scouting skills in particular are unmatched. Alright, calm down. I understand you respect Master Duo. You can tell him about it later. Matsuzuki is respected by other ninjas, then. We respect you more, though, Lord Matsuzuki. I was most impressed by your use of strategy to take down the castle. Kiss up. Your contribution to the capture of Nuada has raised the Sanada name higher still. You're always planning for the future, my lord. Planning for the future. But what good does it do us to increase our fame when the Takeda are starting to wobble? They wobble, but they won't fall down. The incident at Takatenjin Castle has affected things badly. If Lord Katsuyori would abandon his allies, then ... Takatenjin Castle, a castle located in Hichikata of the Johto district in Totomi, present-day Kakagawa City in Shizuoka Prefecture. After the demise of the Yamagawa clan, the Tokugawa retainers, known as the Ogasawara clan, took control of the castle. I don't mean to pick, but can you imagine Zerf reading this? I'm struggling. And I'm flashing back to him trying to read spellbooks in King's Quest 3. Now I feel like a jerk, though. It was a mountain castle with strong natural defenses, which enabled it to even hold off Shingen Takeda's fierce assaults. Later on, the castle was stolen by Katsuyori Takeda through the use of betrayal, plot, and other strategies. It was said that taking down a castle that even Shingen himself was unable to brought Katsuyori's name to fame throughout the land. You watch your tongue. There was a reason he could not provide reinforcements. Forgive me, my lord. I understand, but public opinion is a fickle thing. Indeed, it is most troubling. Maybe I'll write about the Battle of Takatenjin Castle in the Chronicles. Takatenjin Castle was a Tokugawa stronghold that even withstood attack by Shingen. Following the Battle of Nagashino, Ieyasu Tokugawa looked to attack it after sensing Takeda's strength is waning. While preparing against the Hojo and trying to seek peace with the Oda, Katsuyori was unable to move in response to the threat, which led to the deaths of all the men serving beneath the castle's lord, Motonobu Okabe. Yeah, so that's what it's like. They were talking about a big win for Katsuyori, but then they were talking about him failing as retainers. So this, whatever the reason, the fact that the Takeda abandoned Takatenjin Castle caused the reputation around the land to suffer, leading to the defection of retainers such as Yoshimasa Kiso. My brother and I will never abandon the Sanada. I'm glad to hear it. I will rely on you both. Too bad you're not playable characters, though. Lady Muramatsu. It's a little hectic. Father, what will happen to the Takeda? Oh, they're dead. If you look so downcast, Nobuyuki and Yukimura will start to worry. You need to smile like you always do, while that guy continues to walk in place behind you. I understand, Father. I'll fake it till I make it. Happiness, that is. Huh? I would like to trust the defense of Numata to you, Uncle. Leave it to me. Neither the Hojo nor the Oda will lay their filthy hands on Numata. And they probably won't because they're not really close by. Well, I guess the Hojo might attack. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like maybe they're about to have a big attack by the Oda, and I just don't know my history. But the daimyo. My lord, I heard that Master Kiso and Lord Anayama have defected to the Oda. Yoshimasa Kiso, retainer of the Takeda. He was once a daimyo from the Kisodani area of Shinaonao, present-day Kiso district of the Nagano prefecture, but he was forced to surrender after Shingen Takeda invaded Shinaonao. He sent hostages to the Takeda clan in order to retain ownership over his lands. Due to Kisodani's proximity to Mino and Hida, it was an important base of the Takeda clan for the campaign against the Oda. Nobutada Anayama was one of the 24 generals of the Takeda. He was Shingen's nephew and one of the clan's leaders. During battles, he was often placed in charge of defending the main camp. He later joined the priesthood and took the name Baizetsu. Will the Takeda really be alright? Even those of us bound by familial ties are turning their backs. A true retainer provides support through thick and thin. I remember you once told me that. My lord, all we need to worry about now is how we can go about rebuilding the Takeda. Oh, it is so reassuring to have you at the helm, young master. Like I said, stop it with the young master, or I'll kill you. Maybe I should write about the conquest of Kai province in the chronicles. Battle in which Nobunaga Oda allied with the Tokugawa and the Hojo in order to defeat the Takeda. Following the massive defeat at the Battle of Nagashino, people began to lose faith in the Takeda clan and left it in droves, with even Shingen's son-in-law, Yoshimitsu Kizo, defecting to the side of the Oda. Sensing an opportunity to finish off the Takeda for good, Nobunaga placed his heir, Nobutada, in charge of an army to invade Kai province. Once the Tokugawa and Hojo clans joined the Oda's assault, the Takeda found itself immediately driven back. Ooh. Come to think of it, my lord, I hear that Master Yukimura is here. He is said to need to speak to you urgently. I suggest you find him. Very well, I will go and see Masazuki. But Master Blabla is Lord Shingen's son-in-law, and Lord Blabla is part of his very family. How terribly disloyal. There's no point in lamenting those who have gone. Rejoice for those who have become one with the Force. Miss them not, Misuruski. Masazuki, what is it? The Oda have finally begun their attempt to conquer Kai province. I have orders for you to come to Shinpu Castle to discuss what to do. Shinpu, modern-day Narasaki City in Yamanshi Prefecture. It was famous for being the location of Shinpu Castle. Following the Battle of Nagashino, Shinpu Castle was built by Katsuyori Takeda on the recommendation of Nobutada Anayama. One theory also states that Mazuki Sanada held the position of magistrate within the Construction Bureau. Although it was the main base against the attack by the Oda army, Katsuyori Takeda committed suicide just 2 months after its completion. Spoilers! Katsuyori ordered Tsutsugasaki Manor destroyed Tsutsugasaki Manor after building Shinpu Castle. Later, Narasaki came to be known as Shinpu, or New Capital, while Tsutsugasaki came to be known as Kofu, or Old Capital. So Nobunaga has made his move very well. We'll leave it at once. February 1582, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. The Oda Tokugawa coalition began a full-scale invasion of the lands of the Takeda. And it doesn't look like he's got that many people in his court anymore, does it? The defection of leading Takeda retainers, such as Yoshimasa Kizo, to the Oda, placed the Takeda clan on the verge of extinction. It's said that the main forces led by Nobunaga number 60,000. Can you defeat that many in one battle? Well, no, not before time expires. 60,000. 60,000, we have no hope of matching such numbers. We must hole up in the castle. The enemy will surely tire from being on the road for so long. Then... the foolish plan. What did you say? They always get mad when he calls them out on their dumb plans, but he's always right. Shinpu Castle has only just been completed and does not have the defenses to hold out against the siege. Then what do you suggest? Surely you can't advocate facing them in the field battle. I would suggest that Lord Katsuyori be placed under the protection of our Sanada clan. You mean to just abandon the province of Kai? Kinka, our side of the main castle is secure fortifications. I promise you that there we can keep Lord Katsuyori safe. Nobunaga prefer not to overcommit his forces at this point. For now we must endure and await our chance to rally. Oh, he's turning into Ieyasu with this whole endure thing. Unacceptable. This is simply unacceptable, Lord Katsuyori. The Takeda cannot abandon the lands of Kai. Absolutely. If you must retreat, then why not fall back to my castle at Iwadono? I have heard your proposals. I will follow Masayuki's suggestion. Lord Katsuyori. You have no issues with our plan to betray you? I mean, indeed. Yeah, Masayuki's basically getting ready to sell him out, it seems like. that I must make haste to prepare for your arrival. Gotta make sure I fluff the pillows. Thank you, Mazayuki. I'm sure this is difficult for you, my lord. Yes, I do not know how I could ever explain this to my father. Having to sleep over at your place. As your retainers, we have let you down. No, the blame lies squarely with me. Correct, my lord. I mean, no. It has been a long time since I visited the Sanada homeland. I hope everyone is well. Thanks to you, my lord. That is good to hear. I'm looking forward to seeing Nobuyuki and Yukimura again. Well, hopefully they don't see it when I have to slit your throat. Lord Katsuyori. What is it, Mazayuki? Promise me, you must seek refuge with us. You must follow the plan. Well, that's what he's doing. Of course, we will meet again soon, Mazayuki. Yes, my lord, if you'll excuse me. ... This time I will not lose sight of that which I must protect. Farewell, Mazayuki. He could even act as like aluminum siding for our house with his big shoulder pads. This guy loved spicy foods, but did not care much for sweet things. Lord Katsuyori, perhaps I should tell the children he's on his way. He's on his way. Well, there's a lot of plot to be gotten through here between battles, isn't there? I would like to entrust the defense of... Yeah, we already had that dialogue on them. Surely this is time the Takeda face grave danger. I will keep them safe. I appreciate your loyalty, but for the sake of the people of Shinao now, we must be prepared for the unthinkable. Okay, so most of this is same old, same old. Apparently I gotta go find the kids to advance the story. Try to make sure they're not around when I slide the knife into their beloved lord's back. Father, welcome home. I'm glad to see you back so soon. What happened at Shinpu? It has been decided that Lord Katsuyori is to come and visit us here. I have returned to make preparations. Lord Katsuyori is coming here. Yeah, Nobuyuki's a little quicker on the uptake than his brother is, so he probably knows something's wrong. Hooray, it has been too long since Lord Katsuyori was last here. Remember, Lord Katsuyori is not here for fun. He is simply coming here... I'm sorry, I'm talking like Nobuyuki. He is simply coming here temporarily so that we might be ready to fight against the Oda army with our full strength. I see, but won't that mean his path here might be fraught with danger too? Perhaps. Do you think you would be able to scout the area? Of course, I will see to if any enemy forces are here and where they lie. Help Katsuyori by scouting the banks of Lake Suwa. You are now able to explore Lake Suwa banks. Father, do you not think this mission is a little too difficult for Yukimura? You'll be fine. I'm counting on you, Yukimura. Nobuyuki, you do nothing. My brother and I will never abandon the Sanada. That is wonderful to hear. Why are you even telling me that? You're putting that thought in my head. Why are so many of our allies defecting? When the Tokugawa attacked our forces of Takatenjin Castle, Lord Katsuyori did not respond to a force's request for aid. The reason for his decision is such as the need to maintain defenses against Hojo, but many feel he betrayed his allies. But he would never. They're a bunch of lying scumbags! Hey, what up, sis? It's a little hectic. My word, Yukimura, why do you look so flustered? Sister, I am to travel to Scenic Lake Biwa, Lake Suwa's banks. A lakeside area located in Suwa City in the Nagano Prefecture. There's a legend that states that Shingen Takeda is buried there. According to the Koyu Gunken, Shingen is said to have said on his deathbed, "Bury my remains at Lake Suwa," but it is said that it did not come to pass. Furthermore, Shingen's family temple is Erinchi Temple in Yamanchi Prefecture. The Lake Suwa Bank? What's there? Father has entrusted me with the mission of scouting the area around the castle so Lord Katsuyori might travel here safely. Oh, has he? Father must trust you a lot, but please take care out there. I will, sister. I will take every precaution. I'm going to double bag it. Indeed, it is better to be safe than sorry. Do you have your whistle? Whistles. That's the thing. Yes, I always have. Take good care of it. I will blow my whistle if I need to. Sure, whatever. Okay, guys. Let's move on with the dialogue here. Whoa. Uncle, I hear you've become Chamberlain of Numata. Congratulations. I heard you're World Chamberlain and you've had sex with over 1,000 women. Yeah, so I will keep that place safe. Also, I have had sex with over 1,000 women. You are correct, Yukimura. The worst that happened to Takeda. What will Lord Mazuyuki do? The Takeda will not fall, and Father would never turn his back on the Takeda or on Lord Katsuyori. Of course, forgive my foolishness. Sorry for talking to you about this little kid. Master Yoshimasu Kisa, Lord Shingen's son-in-law. Lord Nobu betrayal of those who should look to support the Takeda more than anyone. How terribly disloyal. Is that what happened? I feel so bad. I'm glad you said word for word what you said to my dad, so we didn't have to rewrite your dialogue. Oh, that was by my intent, really, really, young master. So I guess I gotta go scout scenic Lake Biwa to advance the story. Scenic Lake Biwa is another one of those really vague, obscure Mystery Science Theater references. Well, it's actually easier than one of the previous ones. The mighty Oda army is encroaching upon the territory of the Sanada. Under orders from his father, Yukimura is sent to observe their movement. I want to fight haughty wardens. I want to gain the giant catfish or explore areas and find materials. And I will be considerably weaker than Kunoichi or, what's his name? The main character whose name I refuse to remember, Mazuyuki. To ensure Lord Katsuyori arrives safely, I must scout the surrounding area. Passable seeds. Is it time person? No, I refuse to believe that. Looks like the Takeda are really done for. Maybe we'll finally find whatever red shell I'm supposed to get for the next quest line for that lady. I better get to another territory and fast. We found a human centipede. It's actually just a regular centipede, so 100% medically accurate, though. This road branches. I'll try the west road first. I guess I'll do what Yukimura says. Figured I might be in charge of making that decision, but whatever. Kind of looks a bit like previous zones we've explored. Not finding a lot of Oda. Or odor. Got a bunch of experience. Iron sand. There we go. Mysterious paths. It's one of the Takeda. Just a job by the looks of it, but I will show no mercy. The enemy soldier I cannot afford to be defeated. Murder time! actually, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to call it a video a little early because I want to check that text. And we've had quite a few videos go long. So when we come back next time, we will be murdering people as a small child. See you then.